Could somebody please make it make sense?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to A Pop of Culture. I am your host, the Esoteric and Facetious, and this is A Pop of Culture, where I speak on pop culture, social justice, and the human experience from a black, bisexual, millennial perspective. Everything I say should be taken with a grain of salt, as I'm simply a college student with access to a recording device and the internet. With that being said, it shouldn't be your sole reason to critique my views unless it's truly relevant. If you disagree with anything I say, let's have a civil conversation in the comment section below. With that being said, before I introduce the topic, I'm going to advertise my cover channel. I have a covered channel called A Pop of Culture Sings, which is going to be linked below, linked in the cards, and it's at this time the only channel in my channel section. So my covers channel is obviously where I sing covers of throwback R&B, contemporary R&B, pop music, whatever I'm feeling, whatever you're feeling. I also have parodies, so if you want to be down like Brandy, if you're down with the click, and if you're not down with my RP Aaliyah, then definitely check out that channel. So with that being said, this video is going to be titled something along the lines of "It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. It was all a lie. It was all a lie." And we're going to be talking about I guess the controversy regarding surrounding the Rare Beauty launch. If y'all don't know, Selena Gomez dropped Rare Beauty, which is her cosmetics line, and this was extremely well received. And I guess from my standpoint, I haven't seen a brand drop so much of the line at one time. I feel like this took me back to when Fenty Beauty was launched and everyone's talking about the Pro Filter foundation and the trophy wife and the sticks. I don't even know what they're called, the matchsticks. With the Rare Beauty line, they launched foundation, concealer, what is it, touch-up powder, liquid lipsticks, cream blush. They launched a lot of different products all at once, and it was very well received. I don't know exactly why it was so well received. I think it was because of the information surrounding the brand. I think for first and foremost, Selena Gomez being the face of the brand, I think did very well, because Selena Gomez obviously is a Disney Channel kid. She, came up on Barney. She did Wizards of Waverly Place. She had the Wizards of Waverly Place movie, the Princess Protection Program. She was actually even in Hannah Montana, as a reoccurring role, as Hannah's nemesis or whatever. So I feel and sorry, that's my Bluetooth. I'm in my car right now, but actually with Selena Gomez obviously was a Disney Channel kid. And, and obviously she, still is releasing music, which is doing pretty well. So I guess my thing is Selena Gomez. I feel like Selena Gomez is someone who's very well liked just in general, because I feel of course, she's a Disney kid who hasn't really, I guess, quote unquote, corrupted her image. And I think also she's, got some successful music going on as well. And I think too, a lot of people I feel really feel for her and relate to her, because I feel of course a lot of celebrities have that perfect image where you just kind of feel like everything in your life is going well. But with her, of course, with her having lupus, I think that having a chronic illness, I think a lot of people really sympathize with her and can relate with her in a different level than they can with other celebrities. I feel when celebrities have, for example, Toni Braxton having lupus, T-Boz of TLC, her having sickle cell. I feel when a celebrity has a ailment, I guess an illness that you have, or that you can relate to, or that people can relate to, or that they may have an ailment. I feel it's kind of it gives you something relatable, and it gives something that you can, I guess, connect with, where they're not just this perfect celebrity who appears to not have any problems and just, other than, how am I going to spend my money? So I think those are some of the reasons. And a lot of people, I guess, she's religious, so a lot of people like that as well. But anyways, I think with this product launch, too, it was said that they were going to be donating money towards mental health, which, of course, a lot of people, especially with the situation we have going on currently, mental health is something that we all need it. I mean, all the time we need to, but especially with everything going on right now. So I think that, all those things combined led to a lot of people being very excited for the launch of Rare Beauty, which I think, of course, it was just something new. Like, I think a lot of brands have just kind of been releasing, you know, different palettes that people haven't been feeling. But I feel like a new complexion line, like, even like the cream blushes, like the liquid blush, like, it was huge. Like, I think this was a big step from, you know, what we saw with Fenty. And that's no shade to Fenty, but Fenty dropped a foundation. And I think, like I said, they dropped the matchsticks. But, you know, Fenty over time, you know, they dropped, you know, slowly but surely, like the concealer, the setting powder, the bronzer. Like, they did all that over time. So I think a lot of people, and of course, Rare Beauty is going to drop other stuff. But I feel like this was just, you know, something new. And it gave some people something to talk about and to think about with everything going on, something new. So I think it was great. I think it was a great time to launch a product, and, you know, I'm sure that it's doing very well in sales, especially with, you know, a lot of influencers, you know, getting NPR and promoting it and stuff. So where's does the lie begin, or, you know, the non-truth? You know, where did it all start? So basically, I found out about the Rare Beauty launch, I guess. I think it was Arnell Armin's video, and other people just talking about it and hyping it up. And I guess, you know, I'm one of those people who, you know, when I go to a YouTube video, I look in the comment section. And I will say, of course, I saw the comparisons. I knew the second I saw the Rare Beauty foundation bottle, I knew that it looked just like the Fenty Pro Filter foundation, right? So, except it had that big circular like thing at the top of it. And I'm not gonna lie, like, when I saw that, it kind of threw me for a loop. I was just kind of like what's this about? Like, you know, I was intrigued because it's different, but it was also just kind of looked a little clunky, a little different. And, you know, I saw I think Arnell's video, because if you go to any of these videos that, you know, reviewed the Rare Beauty line, especially the bigger influencers and stuff, you'll see comments on there. And basically, what the comments say is the reason why the bottle is shaped like that is because, of course, you know, Selena Gomez, she has, you know, a condition. And I'm not going to, I know that, like, I read somewhere, of course, that she had lupus, and I think I saw her testimony, like, she did a testimony, I guess, at a church service where she talked about, I guess, dealing with it and going through it and stuff. So I know she has lupus, but I guess I'm not going to go into, like, too specific because I don't know the specifics of her illness. But my thing is, pretty much a lot of people were saying, I guess, you know, when she's, you know, going through certain things, like when she's going through and she may be having, like, I guess, a rough patch with her pain, or just, you know, she may just be going through it, or she may be having weakness, or, you know, some things of that sort. Like, it can maybe be more difficult for her to, you know, I guess, do her makeup. And, like, you know, a lot of people, you know, were talking about how if they have chronic pain or, you know, autoimmune conditions. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. A lot of people are saying with them and their conditions, it may be more difficult for them to, you know, do their makeup and stuff, because I guess if, you know, something's happening with their body. So a lot of people are saying that, you know, the products were designed specifically for people with certain conditions in mind. And basically that was a justification that was given, where even like the brow pencil or the brow pen, like the brow pencil, a lot of people are saying, you know, this is pretty thick, because of course a lot of people like that very much, that kind of micro bladed effect where it's, you know, very detailed. Like, a lot of people, you know, like those, like, very, like the NYX micro brow, the ABH, it may be the Brow Wiz, or I think it's a Brow Wiz. A lot of people like that very defined, like very precise brow pencil, kind of like the ABH brow pen that came out. So a lot of people, when they saw this very thick brow pencil, thick with 2 C's, they felt like, you know, this is kind of I'm not really feeling this, because, you know, obviously a lot of people like that very, you know, hair-like strokes, and this thick brow pencil wasn't going to give people that, or at least that's what a lot of people felt. And a lot of people in the comments were saying, well, actually, this is because this is for people with this type of condition who their hands shake and they can't do their makeup as easily and stuff. And of course, I think this was another reason why people are so hype about the brand, because, being very real, like, I'd never heard anything like this when it came to makeup products. And I was just like, wow, you know, of course they're, you know, donating to mental health, you know, or raising money, you know. It's, you know, behind Selena. Selena's not somebody who's controversial, because, of course, you know, certain makeup brand owners are controversial for reasons. So I feel like a lot of people are just happy because, you know, like, they could put their money somewhere good, and this brand, you know, everything you look, everywhere you look, Full House, this brand is doing something great. So I guess, you know, slowly but surely, you know, more and more stuff came out, you know, different people were reviewing it and stuff. And so we kept seeing that message of, you know, this is why the bottle's like this is why the brow pencil's like this. And slowly but surely, I guess it came out that this wasn't the truth. And, you know, people had reached out, like, I think, who was it? Raw Beauty Christie, and who else? he has a twin, Robert Welsh. They both, I guess, were looking into it, I guess, saying that, they may have they reached out to Rare Beauty and they couldn't really, I guess, find any articles that corroborated this claim. And basically, I guess, slowly but surely got revealed that this wasn't necessarily the truth. And, what do we, like I said, it was all a lie. It was all a lie. And I guess I just wanted to kind of unpack this and, process this, because it's just kind of like, a lot of people were very much shamed for, not liking the components, or, making comments about the components, and, they were kind of told, this is for people who have, an autoimmune condition, and this is, so this is why it's made like this. So, before you complain about it, this is what it's for. And, everything's not about you and your preferences and stuff. And everyone can have their opinion. But I just thought it was very interesting, because a lot of people in the comment section were, very, sure of themselves, and, very, were very quick to correct these influencers and say, actually, this is what it's for. And, basically tell them, how dare you critique this product and this component, because it's for people with an autoimmune condition that Selena herself has. And what do I make of this? I think this is a very interesting situation, because I feel like, these people, I don't think they're bad people. I don't think they have bad intentions, but I think that they were just misinformed. I think they read this and it resonated with them. And so they wanted to believe it, because who would want to think that who would want to believe that somebody made this up? Who would want to believe that this is a lie? And I just want to say, first and foremost, I don't think Selena or her team made this up. But I guess it's kind of like, now you have to wonder where did this story come from? Because obviously it's not true. So I think maybe this was kind of one of those things like telephone, where maybe somebody said, wow, these types of handles or these types of things work really well for me and my chronic pain. So, and maybe they said something along the lines of, maybe Selena did this because of her chronic pain. And then maybe they said it would be a cool idea if Selena did this. And then I feel like maybe somebody, through the telephone, and somehow it turned into Selena did this because of her autoimmune condition. So what do I think this little social media thing has to say? I think it just kind of, this is a very, obviously this is a very minor thing, it's just talking about makeup, and, this is not a world-changing event. This is not a life-changing do or die event. But I guess, what does it say, about larger society and larger things? I think what it says is, I feel like, a lot of, it kind of goes into that whole kind of righteous SJW type of thing. And I'm not saying SJW is kind of like a pejorative term, because I feel like I'm somebody who is for social justice and for, making the world a better, more fair, equitable place. But I guess my thing is, I just kind of want to speak on this situation, because I think it's just very interesting, because I feel like a lot of people felt justified in, critiquing these beauty gurus, for not liking the component, because they felt they were in the right. And I feel like it's just like I said, this is just makeup, but I feel like it's just like, how many people do we think, what's the word? How many people do we think, kind of bash people or critique people very strongly, thinking that they have a justifiable basis for doing so because they think they're in the right? People thought that they were in the right, and they thought that defending Rare Beauty for this component because of the purpose of this component. That wasn't the purpose of the component. But like I said, with the Rare Beauty launch, I think that a lot of people felt very justified in coming for these beauty gurus, because they felt they were on the right side. They were on the right side of history, because Rare Beauty, of course, these components are for people with autoimmune conditions, so how dare you speak on them like that? But the reality was that may have not necessarily been the case. And I think that, for me, that's why I'm usually somebody who doesn't try to, give too strong opinions. I always try to give disclaimers and stuff and not speak on things like that, because before I get the information, because I hate getting embarrassed and, being corrected and where I'm in the wrong. I just want to, I like giving right information, and, I hate, having the oops, I'm sorry, I didn't read that, or oops, I'm sorry. So I guess, I think it just goes to show, it just goes to show, I guess, you have to do your research, especially because I feel like some people felt so, and if you look at the comments on these videos, people were going in, especially on Patrick Star, because people felt like Patrick's video was very critical of Rare Beauty. So I think it's just, goes to show you, to do your research and, and just, think before you speak. Thanks so much for watching. Share your thoughts below. Like this video if you like this video. If you made it to this point in the video, comment a thumbs up emoji below or still here if you are still here. Subscribe if you want to see more, and make sure to hit that bell so you're the first to know when I upload new content. I upload new content every week. And if you're enjoying yourself, and why wouldn't you be enjoying yourself? To the left, there's a playlist of all my video essay podcasts. I have 24 and counting. In the center is a button to subscribe if you just haven't had a chance to subscribe and you would like to. And to the right is a playlist of all of my covers and parodies. So if you are wanting to check those out, feel free to do so. And if you want to support me, if you want to support the show, first and foremost, a non-financial way you can support is just through sharing this video. I can make the thumbnails, I can, make the titles, I can do the tags and do keyword research. But one of the best ways that I can grow my brand is through y'all sharing this content with other people who like this type of content, because I nor you can control the algorithm, but I can control the quality of the content I make, and y'all can, if you enjoy the content, share with people who can like it, so that way, if y'all are feeling it, it's getting put out there, whether, the algorithm favors it or not. Somebody's gonna see it because you resonated with it and you resonated with me, and now you're sharing it with other people. So if that's a non-financial way you can support the channel, and if you do want to support the channel financially, my Cash App is linked in the description of this video. I'm trying to, upgrade my production quality and just, keep growing and expanding and, doing bigger and better. So if you want to help and support that vision, feel free to do so. All those who donate to the channel will be featured in the credits of all of my videos on both of my channels. Thanks so much for watching. Love you all. Bye-bye. See you next time.